Okay, guys, this next video is for all of you that haven't had cable this week, had to use today, Friday's paycheck, to get it turned back on. Because that would be the only way you would know that Kelly Dodd is engaged to her new boyfriend, okay, the new love of her life, Rick Leventhal. You know, he's a sports commentator with Fox News. That's where he works. I like to call him Daredevil because he reminds me of one of those people that like to jump off the Empire State Building with, a rubber band tied around your ankle. What's it called? Bungee jumping? That's what he reminds me of. He reminds me of a daredevil that loves to bungee jump, but instead of bungee jumping, he decided to marry Kelly Dodd. Up until today, everyone has been ecstatic that Daredevil Rick is marrying Kelly. I mean, Ramona Singer from the Real Housewives of New York, she's been all over the blogs. People are really happy for Kelly, except for two people. That would be me and Michael Dodd. Okay, now, why should I give a damn? I don't know. I just like to throw my name in the mix. That's what I do. But what has got Michael all in a tizzy? According to Kelly's saying that Michael's very contentious right now. She says he's upset. He knows who Rick is, and he's very mean about it. He calls him Gonzo. She says, and then he'll send me pictures of him. He's just mean. He's not happy for me. Now, what? He knows Rick? I mean, I really wish she would have elaborated. Does it mean that they are acquaintances? Was he the neighbor across the street? Was he a friend that he had some years back? Like, I really wish she would have really elaborated on what she was talking about, but she went in a total different direction. She goes on to say, he wants to come after me. He says, I'm going to expose you. And I'm like, okay, go ahead, expose me. It's already out there. Everything's out there. There's nothing you can say or do that I haven't been exposed about. My first thought is, what the hell are these two talking about? Exposing things? She's right. She's been on television a while now. And not only that, she's not on television and quiet and shy. She has talked about everything. Remember when she had sex for 2 hours with Dr. Reagan? Like, ew. Like, there's no holding back for Kelly. Or is there? I mean, the only thing that Michael could possibly say that would shock me would be the gold digging rules have changed. Like, what if you don't have to marry your sugar daddy anymore to keep getting money from him? Now, that would be a shocker, because that would mean this entire engagement and getting married is so unnecessary. I mean, it would mean that Rick could still get all the sex he wants without marrying Kelly. That would be the only thing that Michael could expose that would shock the hell out of me. Anything else? I'm numb to it, people. I'm really, really numb. Now let's talk about the other thing that's in the blogs today, and that would be Andy Cohen's comment that he hoped that Teresa cheated on Joe. Okay, so first let me set the scene. He was talking to Melissa Gorga on his show Watch What Happens Live, and he was asking Melissa if she thought that Joe ever cheated on Teresa. And then Melissa gave the standard in-law kiss-ass answer, and that would be no, okay, because, she's got to tread lightly, people. She's an in-law. She really can't speak her mind, so I don't blame her. She said no, and then Andy chimes in. No one really asked him anything. He just volunteered the information because that's what he does. But that's his job, right? That's what I do. I volunteer my unwanted opinions too. So he jumps in and he says, well, he doesn't speak first. The other guest chimed in. I believe her name was Leslie. And she says, I'm sure Joe has cheated on Teresa. I hope Teresa has cheated on Joe. That was the other guest's opinion. These are all opinions, people. No one can get mad. And then Andy chimes in and says, those rumors came out. I was kind of saying, he's like stumbling over his words. Then he finally says, I hope Teresa was with this guy, insinuating he hopes that she hooked up with him, even though he's 26. I mean, that should be illegal, shouldn't it? Especially when you're 49 years old. But, I'm getting off track here as I usually do. Let me reel myself back in. Okay, so everyone's upset because Andy is co-signing, or giving his blessing for a married woman to have an affair. Well, I don't understand what the big deal is, people. I mean, I'm not a homewrecker. I am not. Please trust me. But we're not talking about your average relationship here. Number one, did Joe cheat? Have we forgotten the scene when he was on the phone with the mystery person and he said, "Here comes my bitch of a wife"? Do you guys remember when he said that? And do we remember the pictures that he was having dinner with another woman? Have we forgotten that? Listen, this marriage is over. Teresa knows it's over. Joe knows it's over. The only people that do not know it's over would probably be the children. And I mean the smaller ones, because I'm thinking even Gia knows that, this relationship is over. So I really can't believe I'm saying this, but you guys need to give Andy a break. I mean, he's human, and also he probably knows more things about this twisted relationship that we know. I mean, I can't imagine the things that he knows. So that's my opinion on what's going on with Andy saying that, he hopes that Teresa becomes a homewrecker. So that's my housewives news for you today. And believe me, people, when I tell you, even that was hard to find. Very slow news day. But I still want to know in my comments section, does anybody think that Joe cheated on Teresa? I mean, duh. And do you think that Teresa gets a freebie? If Joe cheated, should she be able to cheat too? Just a question, not trying to break up a home. Also, if you like this video, don't forget to click that like button. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.